Hi everybody, it's Julie and welcome to the first segment of Throwback Thursday scrapbooking. I have 11 boxes of photos that need to get put, something needs to be done with them, and so I have reached in the first box and picked out some family portraits that we had done back when Emma was a brand new baby, and Emma just turned 19. So these are from 19 years ago, and there's somebody in the pictures that we don't have anymore. So I have taken and put a flower over. I think it's going to be okay here. This one is going to get covered by something else. I'm going to put this here. So just an idea, and then here we cut. And it's not my kids' dad. Okay, it was a boyfriend, you know. I should have probably not had him in the family pictures. So anyway, he's remarried and happy, and I'm married or not remarried. He's married and happy, and I'm married and happy, and that's all good, but he just doesn't need to be in this forever picture. I do have pictures of us together. That's good enough. Anyway, on to making the page. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and I really like this striped material. Been working with material today. This striped paper. And so I thought, well, I really like this. Let's see if I can use this. I really like this paper. And I'm going to try something that I've never tried before, but I've seen. I think I'm going to try rolling up some sides. So we'll see how that goes. I liked this paper because it's kind of, you know, it's dark and looks like wood. Okay, however, the reason it was probably at Tuesday morning is because it is there. We'll just put it there. We'll cut it there. Okay. So eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this paper on top of this one, and then I'm going to glue it down and come back and roll some of the edges up with the wet paper. I'm going to try that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, so I have my base papers ready. Then I have this paper that came from the same collection. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to save these because I'm also going to make pages probably for my children so that they can have copies of this in the things that I've been making for them. So, so I have these 3 photos. This is me and my 3 children 19 years ago. And we have this that says our story. This is me and my children. There's my little brother Jason and my brother Sean. And he was married to Dolly then, and this was their baby Emma and their son Jonathan, and they're unfortunately not married anymore. This is my brother Zach, and there's my son Jeff in the tree, son Sean in the tree. And then the penguin was my sister's, and so this picture is here representing my sister. We had these pictures taken for my parents. So here we all are out on the lawn, and we had these taken at a beautiful place in Ojai. So I'm thinking I can go ahead and frame, mount, layer these onto this blue paper, and we'll see about this one. Okay, so I'm gonna, and then I have these two that came out of, I think they're out of an Anna Griffith collection that I had. Whoop, wrong ones. We don't want to accidentally cut those. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I was just making sure that this actually is acid free. I don't think I'd ever looked. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the glue on here, and I'm just gonna come down and place it down here. Kind of liked that it had something going on, meaning it's not just blue paper. Okay. So this series is I want it to help me to get through my pictures and to get my pictures into albums, whether it be for me or for my kids or for my parents. I just want to get them into books. Because every time somebody goes through those boxes, and almost every time my daughter's here, she gets into them, they end up all out of order. And so I want to do that before they're all like totally out of order. This particular box that I got these out of have a huge stack of pictures of my sister. And that was kind of cool. So yeah, and Monday is the anniversary of when we lost her in the mudslide, my sister. So I was thinking about doing that, and then I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do these. I wanted to do something a little bit easier. I thought this would be a pretty easy spread to start out with. So I'm just cutting the blue paper so it's a layer, and it frames the pictures. So this is totally old school scrapbooking, because when you're trying to just get some things done, sometimes we revert back to what we know. And of course, this other thing I'm going to do, I don't know it. So let's go ahead and look at this paper and let's see how it's, okay, it's gonna fit fine. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go around and put some glue on the edge. Try not to get my sleeve in the glue. Okay. So I'm just going around the edge. Then I'm going to come back and just put some glue in the center. And the glue in the center, I'm going to move it out a little. And then we're going to get this on here soon, fast. Okay. 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 So, I'm sure there's a way to do this. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to just grab some and pull it back and then rip. Okay, so this takes the thumb. Ow. Okay. Okay, where we have glue, get it off. I like this glue because it's forgiving. Okay, let's come over here, see what we can do with this side. Yeah, I like that because of the trees. I just thought that that would be kind of cool to have the dark colored show because of the trees. And you'll find I like to do a lot of ripping in my scrapbooks. So one of my favorite, if you are a scrapbooker, one of my favorite things that I've made was an album. Made it last year for a wedding gift, and it was Ariel under the sea, literally Ariel. Ariel the mermaid under the sea. It is gorgeous. So I will try and remember to find that playlist for you and attach it to this video. If not, go look for it. Search for Under the Sea or Ocean in my my YouTube, because it's amazing. I used a paper pad that had very white. It was very white, and I wasn't doing very white, so I distressed a lot of it, and it just turned out so good. And right when I started it, I came down with something called Bell's palsy. It was pretty scary. Thought I might have had a stroke or something, because half of my face was paralyzed. So I had to go and do the doctor thing and find out what was the matter with me. And then I was very lucky. I only actually had the paralysis for about a month. Some of the other symptoms, the weird taste in my mouth and stuff, I still had for a while longer than that, but you know what? It was interesting. So, just for some added interest and to be different, I went ahead and I glued this down, and then I'm pulling it back up. Okay. Oh, one part I must have glued it pretty good over here. Can't get a good start. So I'm trying to think what other scrapbooking, I have, well, there is a scrapbooking playlist. There is a travel album, and it's Washington, going to Washington. That one is very cool. It's in there. But I don't have like tutorials about how I made it. I just made it. Okay, so the words go like this. Okay, so now we have that done, and we have our pictures. So I want this one like this, and I know I want this one to be down at the bottom, and this one kind of up. This is gonna go. Okay, so this is gonna go and cover up that flower. We're not gonna keep that flower, but we've got to make sure that we can still see Jeff. Okay, we're covering up the flower. Still see Jeff, yeah. Okay, Jeff is my youngest. And he will be, he will be 32 on the 20th. Oh my goodness. Where does the time go? Where does the time go? Okay, so I wanted this to go, I'm thinking like this, okay? Okay. Okay, and then this can come down here. Okay, I have a couple other, I have a couple of blue tickets. I have this circle, because this needs something over here to kind of, I think. There's this. That makes no sense. Okay, so we will go ahead and start putting these down. Okay, so I say that a lot. Queso, cheese, cheese. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this one down. Okay, and I'm gonna have it straight with these lines. Okay. Okay. Come up. So have you had family portraits done like this? We really, when we were kids, we had them done like every year for church and for the church magazine thing, directory. But than when we got older. We have like the weddings, and at my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, we have, but not, those were not professional actually. We just had people take those. They turned out fine. Okay, so there's that. Kind of funny to have those flowers, but you know, you just do what you gotta do. So we have a ticket, and we have a ticket. We have this that says, "Family is a gift that lasts forever." And this is my album, and I still consider my sister-in-law family. So kind of like it with the words better than without. I do have this brown one that says, "We are family forever and always." I kind of like that better. Okay, so we'll put this circle down. And I will, I need new writing pens, so I will write on it later because I need new writing pens. Oh, I'm wearing pearls. Those are my sister's pearls. She had a lot of pearls. We each, all the girls got pearls that were Shelley's. I just put some glue on the ticket. Okay. I don't think we need the ticket over here. Let's see. Do a little lace. Down here. Just add this little piece of lace down here on top of the ticket. And if we do that there, we probably should do it up there. I'm fraying it a little bit because the other one was frayed. Frayed so. So I'm just pulling it. This is the lace that comes from Dollar Tree. And I'm just pulling it out a little bit. Fray it. Pull this up. We'll put some pull it up a little more. Put it down. So I'm going to have to figure out what year this was. Okay, let's see. Try to bring in something that will make it so that it's okay that we have those flowers. So I think we'll do this. And then come over and get okay, so I've got this little square here. I'm gonna cut out a flower. Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna go down. I folded it up. We're gonna go down the center, come back up. That's huge. It's way bigger than what I wanted. Okay. We'll save that one for something else. We'll make another one. Okay, so like this big. Okay, so I've folded it up. Come back. Oh, here. Go ahead and cut it. Okay, we're going to come around. We're going to come down. Come back up. And around. Sorry, I just don't want this all over. Okay. Okay, so we can put this on and then we'll gather it. Okay, so we're going to put a puddle here in the middle. And this one's kind of got a funny. Go back and kind of round them out a little bit so it looks more like a flower. Okay. You know what? I'm taking every other petal out. What I should have done is just gone across, which was my original thing that I thought I was going to do. Okay, so there. Now I have, and I'm just going to go ahead and gather it into the center. I might have to use glue gun would have been better for this, but I do know that this will dry eventually. But like I said, a glue gun would have been better for that. or even the aliens. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of those little embellishments that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of a big pearl with some flowers on the outside of it. And this was an afterthought. This was not what I was... Okay, here we are in the Hobby Lobby haul. Got the world. These aren't even put away yet. It's over here in the box. Everything that goes. And they would be perfect. Oh, I know. They might be in the stuff for the Paris stuff. So let's look over here. How are we doing over here? Are we gluing? Let's see. I have a lot of blingy thingies. No. Okay, well, any of these? Maybe this one? Oh, it's not coming off with its picture. Nope. It needs to be that one. Okay, it's we have the ones from the bridal section too. Let's see the great big ones I was thinking of. Okay, so we have these. Excuse me. And there's that. Okay, this should not have taken this long. So sorry. If you're still here, tell me which bling. And I'm gonna do the glue gun because this is maybe another These are cool. They are pearls with the wire going around on those little... Okay. Sorry. I don't know, the dots are not where they're supposed to be. So, okay, well, I think we'll just go ahead and use some hot glue to finish this up, because we're going to use one of those. These can come over here. And then looking for some silver. It's not stars. Some real tiny silver. Since we have the sparkly there, I'm just going to put a little bit down here. And put a little bit up here. So we have the 3 sparkly places. Okay. Then put just a little sparkly in the middle of those flowers. Okay, can't get that one to turn over in the right direction. Okay, there's those. And then let's see. Let's come up here. Flowers there. Since we have the flowers in the middle of this picture, we kind of need to put them somewhere else as well. And put one here. Okay, so I'm gonna call this done with that right there. And what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and put the pool of glue, put this in it, and it will eventually dry. And that is my first layout for Throwback Thursday. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, it only took 41 minutes. That's not too bad. But you can see, using 3 pictures and some layering, some book paper, and some things out of my stash, I was able to cover somebody that we don't need to have in the picture. And I think I want one more flower up here. And these are just flowers that are cut out of, punched out of book paper. They are the same ones, the same pieces that I use for the fluffy flowers, if you've seen that. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. And don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day. And if you're a scrapbooker, happy scrapping. Bye.